Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree and this is Ethereal Guidance. I'm so happy to have you all with me here today. In today's reading, we are going to be looking at the type of relationship that you are currently attracting. Now with this reading, I do want you to keep in mind that this is just kind of like an energy checkup to see what you're currently attracting based on the energy that you're currently in. And with this, if you hear something that you don't like, just know that you have free will. You don't have to move forward with this relationship that you're currently attracting. And just remember that you're in complete control of your own life and your destiny. So if you, like I said, if you hear something you don't like, feel free to reject it. We're just going to kind of see the energies that you're attracting at the moment. So I have three groups for you to choose from. We have pile number 1 with the Light Seers Tarot deck, pile number 2 with the Everyday Witch Tarot deck, and pile number 3 with the Book of Shadows Tarot deck. So feel free to pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the piles. As always, the timestamps are in the description box down below, and I will see you all in your readings. Hi Pile 1, if you chose the Light Seers Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading where we are looking at the type of relationship that you are currently attracting. So very quickly, for those of you that skipped the intro, I did just want to once again mention that this is kind of just like an energy checkup to see what you're currently attracting. So if you hear something that you don't like or what have you, just know that you are in complete control of your life and your destiny, and you can reject this situation or this person. Essentially, you have free will, so you don't have to move forward with this connection if it's something that just doesn't feel right. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that once again. So let's go ahead and get started by looking at your cards. So your first card is Be Spirit with Prosperity and the number 5. This is making me think of like springtime with the bees coming out. So if you're watching this when I'm posting, this relationship might be coming into fruition this spring, as the weather is getting warmer and the insects are out and about. That is a message that is already coming through. We also have Blossoming Abundance with the number 3. So yeah, like heavy spring energy here. And I love all of the like yellow colors. It goes really well with the little flowers that I have out today. So yes, Blossoming Abundance. Gambler, light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. Guilty, I feel pain from the damage I have caused. And we have the Tower. Okay. So the first thing, pile 1 with this Tower coming out, is I feel like this relationship is going to, I'm quite literally hearing, hit you like a ton of bricks, and not in a bad way. I don't feel like this is a negative Tower moment. I think that this is representing something that is going to happen very suddenly, very out the blue. This isn't something that you're expecting, or even possibly the type of person that you're expecting. And by the way, I think I forgot to mention this. My intention with this reading is that we're looking at the type of romantic relationship you're attracting specifically. If something else comes out, like a friendship or something like that, then of course we'll rock with that, but my intention is that this is a romantic connection that you're attracting in. So anyways, this Tower card is telling me that this is going to come in quite suddenly. You are not going to see this coming. And what's very interesting is this gambler card, he's walking with a blindfold over his eyes. So I definitely feel like this is something that is going to shake things up for you, and it's something that you really don't see coming. But with Prosperity and Blossoming Abundance, I feel like this is a relationship that is going to actually be a really positive impact for you. I think that this is the type of relationship that is going to not only affect like your romantic life, but I think it's also going to pour into like your career, your finances, just overall abundance, because this blossoming abundance card talks about abundance in all areas of life. So I feel like, with the Tower, this is going to be a very significant relationship for you, Pile 1. I think that this is a relationship that's probably going to be in your life for a very long time for most of you. And we do have the number 5 here with the Bee Spirit Prosperity, which is indicative of change. And then with the Tower, like, the main thing that I see here is that this is going to be a very significant, pivotal relationship for you. I am getting the message that for someone here, though, this might even be like your first serious connection, your first real relationship romantically. I see that this is the type of relationship where the two of you might be like moving in together, starting a life together, really growing something together that's going to be long lasting. With the Guilty card here, I'm actually getting a message that this is about the person that's coming in for you. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. I feel like the person that you are attracting at the moment is someone who is very self-aware and very empathetic with this message. I think that this is someone who really takes other people's feelings into consideration in everything that they do. And I think that this person is really honestly just a really good person. Like, the energy that's coming through is like, this is someone who's genuinely a very nice person, very selfless, empathetic person. And I think also with this being next to the Tower card here, it's possible that you may have experienced some really possibly toxic relationships in the past, or just negative relationships in the past, where maybe the people that you were dealing with, or even a specific person that you were dealing with, never wanted to take accountability. And that's not going to be the case with this person at all. And I'm also seeing, like I said, with the Tower being here, it's almost like a complete, or like a fresh start, a complete 180. As far as your romantic connections are concerned, for those of you who resonate with that message of, dealing with people or a specific person in the past, this new relationship that's coming in is going to completely override all of the negative experiences that you've had in the past, because this is someone who takes accountability. This is someone that's going to take your feelings into consideration. This is just genuinely, like I said, a very good person that's coming in. But you don't see it coming. I feel that so strongly. You do not see this coming with the Tower. It's going to be very unexpected. And I feel like I was saying earlier, with these cards over here, springtime is very significant. Maybe spring going into summer if you're watching this when I'm posting. But I also just see this as kind of indicative of the relationship itself. It's something that is going to really blossom into something really beautiful. And like I said, I feel like you're going to really build something with this person. And it's possible that, prosperity and abundance being here, it's possible that this might be someone that you end up working with as well. You might start a business with this person or work with this person in some way. With the Gambler card here, I can see that this relationship is going to feel a little bit like a gamble at first. And I think it's just because of how sudden things happen, or like how sudden this person enters your life. It's kind of like in the beginning, you're going to kind of feel like you're just walking on blind faith with this. And I'm getting the message for some of you, it might be because this person might feel too good to be true. Or you're kind of like waiting for the other shoe to drop with this person. In the beginning, like, it just might feel like I said, this person might just feel like they're too good to be true. And they're not. I feel that strongly. They're really not. But I think that some of you have definitely dealt with things in the past that have made you very guarded or just very careful. And there's nothing wrong with being careful, of course. But I think in the beginning, you are going to be possibly a little bit just careful, I guess is the best way to put it. You're going to be like just trying to trust your intuition, trying to, suss this person out, see what they're all about. And I think there's also going to be a part of you that, like I said, is waiting for the other shoe to drop. So yeah, I think that this is going to feel a little bit like a gamble at first. For you, at least internally, you might kind of feel like things are a bit unsteady in your life. And I think it's just because this relationship just hits you out of nowhere, really. It just hits you out of nowhere. And I'm also getting the message that I think for some of you, I think this might be someone who is self-employed. And I know this is very specific, but for some of you, this person feels like they might be self-employed and they might have like their own business that they took a gamble on. And this might also kind of just represent the type of person that they are. They're someone that takes chances. This is someone that, you know, follows those intuitive nudges. And I think with blossoming abundance and prosperity here, that's something that has paid off for this person. And so for those of you where maybe you struggle with that, maybe you struggle taking risks in life, or you struggle trusting your intuition and following those intuitive nudges, that might be something that this person helps you with as well, for some of you here. But like I said, I just feel like this relationship is going to kind of come out of nowhere, and it's going to feel like, should I or shouldn't I? Is this person who they really say they are, or are they just pulling my leg? You know, like I think you're going to really be all in your head in the beginning about this person and about this relationship because it just feels too good to be true. But I feel like this person is coming in for a reason. Yeah, this person's coming in for a reason, and it's to really help you shift your life around, because there's just so many indications here of significant change. This is someone who's really going to help you rebuild your life with the Tower. Because the Tower represents like something crumbling suddenly so that we can rebuild, because the tower that was built on the previous foundation, like that foundation wasn't sturdy to begin with. So we need to rebuild something here. And I think that's why this relationship is coming in, to help you rebuild, to help you grow, to help you evolve, to put you on the right path in all areas of your life. So I feel like this is going to be a very significant, a very pivotal relationship for you, Pile 1, but I think it's also going to be a really beautiful one. Okay, I think I want to get a little more information for you with the tarot. And let's see what else about this relationship. What kind of relationship is Pile 1 attracting, Spirit? What kind of relationship is Pile 1 attracting? We have the Lovers. So we have Gemini energy coming through. What kind of relationship is Pile 1 attracting? And like, it's very possible that this person is like pretty well off financially with like the messages of abundance and prosperity here. So that might also be like the significant shift that's happening, is that this person has, you know, a lot of wealth, or just like a lot of financial prosperity that is going to really have a positive impact on your life as well. We also have the Chariot. So we have 3 major arcana so far. So that once again is just indicative of the significance of this relationship for you, Pile 1. This is a very significant relationship. Once again, that message coming through of, I think that this relationship is going to be in your life for a really long time. A really, really long time. We also have the 8 of Wands. And I want to get one more. What kind of relationship is Pile 1 attracting, Spirit? What kind of relationship is Pile 1 attracting? And the High Priestess. So we have mostly major arcana here, which is like really insane. Okay. So first of all, I was hearing like no more false starts. Um, this message with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, I can see that there's, fast movement happening here in this relationship. This is a relationship that's really going to, I feel like the relationship itself is not only going to take off, but I think that this relationship is going to kind of be like a catalyst for your life as a whole to really take off and to really progress. So if you've been feeling quite stuck or stagnant in any area of your life, including love, I think that this relationship is going to, like I said, be the catalyst for change here. It's going to really, really help all areas of your life progress in a positive way. But I was also hearing like no more false starts. So some of you may have been in connections or tried to get to know people previously, and it just felt like things never went anywhere. Things never really got off the ground. For some of you, I'm kind of getting a mixed bag here about like your previous situations. Like some of you have never had a real like significant relationship before. Others of you have been through some pretty tumultuous situations. Some of you have gone through false starts. So just take what resonates. But yeah, I was hearing like no more false starts. This relationship is going to progress quite quickly with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Both of these are very fast-paced energies here, but I feel like this isn't just about your love life. This is about all areas of your life. And I feel like, with the Chariot being here, this is a card of victory. So I see that this is a relationship that has the potential to be very successful. Once again, that message coming through of like, this is something I feel is going to be long term. This is something that is going to have a lasting impact on your life. I feel like this person is going to be in your life for a really long time. And I think that when the two of you do meet, when the two of you do come into union, I think that things are going to progress pretty quickly. With the Lovers being here, I see, this can quite literally like represent unions, but this also is a card of choice. So I see the two of you choosing one another, and I think that's like the key point here is like you and this person choose one another, and it's not like a chaser runner situation or a hot and cold situation. No, the two of you choose each other. The two of you choose to move things forward with one another. And with the Chariot, it could even be like there might be some sort of significant difference here. For some of you, I'm feeling like it could be something related to finances or socioeconomic status. That might be like the key difference between the two of you. I feel like for most of you, this person is pretty good, like financially, pretty well off. You could be too as well, but I feel like there might be some sort of significant difference between the two of you, but it's nothing that gets in the way of the relationship. I feel like it's actually something that helps the two of you progress this relationship. I see the two of you kind of working together as a team to move forward. And it feels like you might have like different areas of expertise as well. And that might be something that really kind of helps the two of you progress things forward towards victory. It does feel like a real like team. I wanted to say teamship, but I don't think that's a word. But yeah, this feels like, the two of you are a real team, and you complement each other really well. And I think that your differences are actually what helps the two of you work really well together, because you kind of pick up the slack from one another. Like where one person is lacking, the other person kind of, compensates for that. And and vice versa, so this is a really beautiful energy. And with the High Priestess being here, once again, I'm getting that message of like, you don't see this coming. You might feel it. You might feel like it's on its way, but you probably don't see it coming. It's going to come in very suddenly, very unexpectedly. Yeah, when you're least expecting it is when it's going to come in. So there's also this message of like, you don't even have to look for it. It's just going to come in. Because that's kind of what you're aligning to. But this also does talk about our intuition. And we did have that message again with the Gambler, willingness to follow your intuition, even when others doubt you. So I think what it is, Pile 1, is that it could be other people's like outside influences, but it could be like two sides of you. where it's like one part of you feels like this is like so right and so meant for you, and then there's another part of you that's like really skeptical and really cautious about this relationship in the beginning. And I feel like this is kind of advice coming from spirit to really trust your intuition when it comes to this connection, because you could potentially block your own blessings by falling into a trap of fear-based thinking. I'm being told like this relationship that's coming in, this person that's coming in is like no other that you've experienced before, and that can be a little bit scary, and it's understandable why you might be, a little bit skeptical in the beginning. But the advice from spirit is to really follow your gut, follow your intuition, follow what feels right for you, and don't fall into the trap of fear and overthinking because of certain experiences that you may have had in the past. Because with the Tower, I can tell you that this relationship is nothing like what you've experienced in the past. This is like a complete fresh start, a new beginning for you, Pile 1. And I think it's going to be really, really exciting and really, really beautiful. I do feel like you and this person are going to mesh really, really well. You're going to complement each other really, really well. It's also possible that like externally, you might look a little bit different. You could come from different backgrounds, races, ethnicities, nationalities, what have you, or something like that. There just might be some sort of difference here, but I just feel like the two of you will just make such a great team. Pile 1. And also the High Priestess can, for me, kind of represent a spiritual connection. So you could be seeing this person in your dreams. The two of you might kind of be connecting on the 5D already, communicating on the 5D. And I think that, you might feel that this person is coming, honestly. Like, you might feel it, but you don't see it yet, It's kind of like you just feel like it's going to happen at some point, but you just don't know exactly when. And then when it happens, it's going to be like, boom, So yeah, trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling when it comes to this, and don't allow any kind of fear to get in the way. And especially if it's coming from other people, because this message, even when others doubt you, it could be like other people's like opinions might try and get in the way of the connection. Because, once again, it might feel like this person's a little bit too good to be true. And that's not to say that this person doesn't have their flaws. We all have our flaws, but the foundation of who this person is actually really, really positive. And I think for some of you, that's kind of unheard of. So yeah, and I think that this is going to come in somewhat quickly for you. And I just realized we have 6, 7, and 8. So we have like ascending numbers. So that might be a sign or synchronicity that you're seeing. Look at that. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. But yeah, you might see like ascending numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what have you. Before this comes in, that might be a sign. But I'm also just seeing this as like a symbol of progression, how this relationship is going to progress. I think that this is a relationship that is going to really help you grow and help you expand. And I think that the two of you honestly are really going to help each other continue to grow and expand and achieve your goals. This feels like a real partnership, and I really, really love that, Pile 1. It's a really beautiful energy here. So I am going to go ahead and leave this here for you, Pile 1. Once again, I want to thank you so much for being here with me today, for clicking on this video and watching it to the end. If you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi Pile 2, if you chose the Everyday Witch Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading, where we are looking at the type of relationship that you are currently attracting. So before we get started, I just wanted to mention once again, for those of you that skipped the intro, that this is kind of just like an energy checkup to see what you're currently attracting. So if you hear something that you don't like, It is totally okay for you to reject this person, reject the situation, and align with a different outcome. Just remember that you are in complete control of your life and your destiny, and you are not bound to a person or experience if you don't want to have it. So let's go ahead and get started by looking out your cards. So the first card we have is Hostilities with the number 26. We have Visionary, Light Attributes, Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow Attributes, Selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Forest Temple with Enlightenment and the number 19, which reduces to 10. Forgiveness, I'm struggling to get over the past. And the 5 of Cups. Okay. So pile 2. I'm not going to lie, pile 2. I feel like for many of you here, that this is probably someone that you've already known, just because with the forgiveness and the 5 of Cups and the hostilities card, this feels like, a past person or past situation that's coming back around. This feels like a situation that, with the Enlightenment card being here, this has a lot to do with your spiritual enlightenment, your spiritual growth. What I'm hearing is that this person in the past has really tested you, has tested your patience, has tested your self-concept. With the hostilities card, this does feel like a card about this is a card about, conflict, arguments, disagreements, not being on the same page, and with the 5 of Cups being here, this is a card of disappointment, of loss, and forgiveness. This is about the past. So this feels like someone from your past that maybe you haven't seen eye to eye with. This could be someone that you've had many difficult moments with, challenges with, arguments with, right? And the situation has maybe left you feeling pretty disappointed, pretty depleted, especially emotionally. That's the energy that's coming through. It's like this person may have depleted you emotionally. But what I'm seeing is that with this Enlightenment card, there's a lot that you learned from this situation. And this feels like a closing of a chapter, or even karma. Karma is what's coming through. It's like you're closing a karmic chapter with this person. You're clearing out some karma with this person. And like I said, this is just who you're currently attracting. And if you don't want to get back with this person, you do not have to, okay? I just want to make that very, very clear. Because I know how people can get all mad about a reading, but this is just who you're kind of aligning with at this time. But I do feel like it has a lot to do with your spiritual path, in the sense that I feel like this connection in the past has really kind of propelled you in a certain direction, towards your own enlightenment, and towards what I'm hearing is more self-love, self-acceptance, and really putting yourself first. Because I think that this person has really tested that side of you. And I think that just in general, this situation may have really made you tap into your own spiritual gifts, or just down your own spiritual path. Some of you may have even decided to start watching tarot, or having readings done specifically because of this relationship. For some of you here, I am hearing that is the case. Or you just started having your own practices, your own spiritual practices specifically because of this situation here. And I'm hearing it was part of the process. I do feel like that this was probably a karmic situation. So with the Visionary card being here, I kind of feel like this is a lot about your future, especially with the Enlightenment card right next to it. I'm not gonna lie, pile 2, this does kind of feel like a situation where it's this person is kind of coming back, and you might be a little bit tested, with this situation, about how you decide to move forward with this or without it, depending on, the choice that you make. But the Visionary card, this feels a lot about your future and the choices that you're making and how that's going to impact your future. I feel like a lot of you have learned a lot from this situation from the past, and this coming back around, I think, is like, it's either going to help you get out of this cycle by utilizing what you've learned in the past to not repeat certain cycles, or this could potentially be like a repeat. This does feel like there's lessons attached here. This is a karmic situation, and I think that this relationship is, or this situation coming back around, is really kind of just like a test to see how much you've learned and like how much you're willing to embody what you've learned and to move forward by implementing the things that you have learned. Because with the forgiveness and the Five of Cups, it just feels like there's like attention on what hasn't worked, or like, because like with the Five of Cups, the way she's like looking over at what has spilled, and like, I'm struggling to get over the past, like there's just this energy here of looking at the past and dwelling on the past and ruminating, when in reality we should be looking forward. And I think that with the Enlightenment and the Visionary card, like that's kind of the test here. Like, are you going to fall back into bad patterns because of what happened in the past, or are you going to level up and move forward? Because I feel like that's kind of what you're meant to be doing here in this situation, is closing out a karmic chapter here. Yeah. But I definitely feel like this is someone, like this has to be someone that you've already known, pile 2. So if this isn't resonating, pick a different pile, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I am going to get some more tarot to get some more information here. So let's see, what kind of relationship is pile 2 attracting, Spirit? I also kind of want to see if I can get any messages about this person's intentions, because it could be that, this person maybe has, grown and worked on themselves, and maybe it's not a matter of like, whether or not you move forward with this person. It could also just be a matter of how you move forward with this person if you choose to do so. Some of you might choose to just like, completely walk away from this situation, which is perfectly fine. But let's see. What else can you tell me, Spirit? What type of relationship is pile 2 attracting? We have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so that's a very beautiful energy. The Nine of Cups. What type of relationship is pile 2 attracting, Spirit? We have the Fool. And this card really wanted to come out. The Knight of Swords. Let's get one more. What kind of relationship is pile 2 attracting? We have Justice. Yep, okay. I just needed to see that. And we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, someone from the past. Pile 2, someone from the past. And it could be also that you really miss this person as well, with that Five of Cups and the Forgiveness card. Some of you might really like miss this person and just really wish that things could have worked out for you. And I'm seeing that, with the Nine of Cups and Justice being here, I feel like for those of you that, are open to trying things again with this person, if they decide to, act right, I guess. I am seeing the potential here for like a brand new start, a fresh beginning here, something that's actually going to be very fulfilling with the Nine of Cups, because the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. It's also like emotional fulfillment. And, like I was saying with the Five of Cups, this is an energy of loss, of feeling depleted, especially emotionally, because this is cup energy. So I feel like this relationship actually has the potential to be very fulfilling for you if you choose to move forward. Others of you might choose to completely sever ties with this connection, and that's perfectly fine. The overall sense here is like a freedom from a past cycle. We're moving forward from a past cycle that has been really difficult, and really disappointing as well. Really disappointing. With the Knight of Swords and Justice, it just feels like we're taking action. Both of you, or one of you, is taking action to make things right with the Justice card. Justice is about truth. It's about balance. And once again, you know, that karmic energy was coming through. This feels like the scales evening out. This is karmic justice happening here. So this is really meant to complete a karmic cycle. That's what's happening, so that we can start over with the Fool and have a fresh beginning. And like I keep saying, you know, it's completely up to you whether or not you decide to move forward with this person. But I am seeing, for those of you that are open to that, this does have the potential to be really fulfilling with the Nine of Cups. Really fulfilling. And I'm seeing that, you know, with Justice, this does have the potential to get on the right path that is rooted in honesty and clarity and just overall balance, you know. And like I said, I do kind of want to take a peek at like this person's intentions coming towards you. So let's just see. Spirit, what is this person's intentions for pile 2? This person that's coming back, what is this person's intentions towards pile 2? What is this person's intentions? We have the King of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. We also have heavy air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy on the Libra. So King of Cups, this person's intentions is to be a mature person. A mature person. King of Cups. I love that this is coming through, because this is showing someone who is emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, and someone who's honest about their feelings, someone that isn't running away from their feelings. And you know, that could have been what happened in the past. It could have been that this person ran away from their feelings, you know, and that caused you a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, or just disappointment, you know. And I feel like this time around, this person's intentions is to be completely open and honest with you, to give you that clarity that you maybe needed that they didn't give you in the past. But the energy here is like this person has matured. This person has matured, and their intention is to show you that. Pile 2, their intention is to show you that. I want to get one more. What is this person's intentions towards pile 2, Spirit? I'm also seeing that this person could be spying on you. Because of the way he has this telescope here, it could be that this person is spying on you and kind of just waiting for the right time to reach out or something, to message you. One more card, please, Spirit. What is this person's intentions towards pile 2? The Page of Cups. Beautiful. So yeah, we have heavy water energy, but the Page of Cups, this is a very cute card, because it just gives this feeling of like, we're going to kind of see where this goes. But it's like the energy is very open, right? It's very open. It's very much like, I'm just open to see where things go, and I'm open with my feelings and my emotions. And the pages are messengers, and Page of Cups to me represents something kind of happening unexpectedly, kind of out of the blue. So this person might message you kind of unexpectedly, pile 2, and they might kind of, you know, open up their heart to you, and it might kind of, honestly, it might kind of like throw you for a loop, or it just might be very surprising when this person does it, because it's kind of coming out of left field. But this person's intentions is to be completely open and honest with you, and their heart is open to you, pile 2. I don't get any sort of malicious intent here. 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is communication coming in probably pretty quickly or pretty soon. And we have the sun under that. So yeah, this person's intentions are actually really, really positive. And I feel like, this person has grown from the page to the king. But like I said, it's completely up to you about what you want to do with this. Because you do not have to move forward. I'm just seeing that you're kind of attracting this person back in so that we can close out a karmic cycle here. And like I said, it might not necessarily be like whether or not you move forward with this person, but rather how you move forward with or without this person. Are you going to fall back into past patterns, or are you going to move forward with this enlightenment that you have gained through your spiritual growth and your spiritual path? Pile 2. So pile 2, I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here for you. Once again, I want to thank you so much for being here with me today, for clicking on this video and watching it to the end. If you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to drop a like on the video. It's the easiest way to support me and the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi Pile 3, if you chose the Book of Shadows tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading where we are looking at the type of relationship that you are currently attracting. So before we get in, for those of you that skipped the intro, I just wanted to mention this once again. This reading is really kind of just like an energy checkup to see what you're currently attracting. So if you hear something that you don't like, that's perfectly fine. Feel free to reject this person or this situation. You are in complete control of your life and your destiny, and you do not have to commingle with anyone that you don't want to. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, my intention is that this is a romantic relationship as well. So yes, starting off, we have the Magician and the Mirror, number 53. The Destroyer, light attributes, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. This kind of gives me like the energy of the Tower from tarot. We also have Pine Spirit with purification and the number 30. We have Irreplaceable, the way you love can never be matched. And we also have the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Okay. So yeah, this definitely feels like a new person for you, Pile 3. With the Page of Wands, this could be a fire sign. We have like heavy fire vibes here. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have like this indication of like hot and cold. So I think that that's kind of indicative of like you and this person might be kind of like opposites in some way, but don't have to be. That's kind of just another side tidbit that came through. Okay, starting off with the Magician and the Mirror. First of all, I can tell you that this is definitely something that you are manifesting. I am getting the message that for someone here, or some of you here, you could be intentionally manifesting this person or this situation. Like you may have like written out something or done some sort of manifestation method to manifest this person in. That's not for everyone, but I definitely feel like you have put some sort of intention, whether consciously or subconsciously, to attract this person in. And I think that the type of relationship that you are attracting is going to be very significant. With the Destroyer being here, this is, a volcanic eruption happening, and it says preparing for a new life. And with the Page of Wands, this is about kind of starting a new journey, something that's really exciting and passionate and fiery. So the type of relationship is going to be, first of all, it's a new one, and it's something that is really going to change the direction of your life. Kind of similar to Pile 1, honestly. And Pile 1 did actually get the Tower in their reading. But yeah, this is going to be a very pivotal relationship that is going to kind of change the trajectory of your life. And it's also kind of cleansing, because we do have this message of like releasing what is potentially destructive and purification here. I think that this relationship is going to be really healing for you, pile 3, especially for like yourself, like your self-concept, your self-image. I think that this relationship is going to honestly help you love yourself even more. I think the relationship itself, like the connection between you and this person, is going to be really beautiful and really harmonious with this irreplaceable card. But I am getting the message that, it's not even just about the relationship between the two of you. It's also about the relationship with yourself. And like just your life in general. Like this is going to really help you love yourself more. I think the way that this person is going to really like love you is going to help you I guess raise your self-concept, or really just help you love yourself even more so than you already do. And it's going to help you purify from any like potentially destructive patterns, behaviors, or even just mindsets that you may have had in the past, especially as it relates to any kind of like pessimism that you may have towards love and connections. It's this connection is going to really help cleanse you of those mindsets, those lack mindsets or limiting beliefs that you may have about relationships or even about yourself. Because I am feeling for some of you, you may deep down feel like maybe you're not deserving of love, or feel like there's something wrong with you, or there's all these different things that we could have within us. And I think that this relationship is really going to help cleanse you of those thoughts that you may have about yourself, or those beliefs that you may have about yourself that just simply aren't true. I also kind of feel like I'm getting another message going back to what I was saying about like there's this fire energy, and then there's like this like icy sort of wintry energy coming through. I think that some of you have been possibly single for a really long time, and it's kind of like that winter, that period of solitude is coming to an end. This hibernation is coming to an end, and there's a lot of fire and excitement that's going to be pouring into your life very suddenly with the destroyer here. I just feel like this burst of energy coming through. So this relationship is also going to be very energizing for you. I think that this relationship is going to really help you, honestly, I'm hearing like get things done. So if there's any kind of like goals that you may have had, or things that you've been procrastinating about in your life, this relationship is actually going to make you like feel more energized, to where you're going to start really like going after your dreams, or like taking action on your goals that you may have kind of just been putting on the back burner for a while. I just feel this sense of like you coming out of a winter period, you coming out of solitude, out of hibernation, in all areas of your life, but especially love, because that's what we're looking at here. With the Page of Wands, I feel like some of you could also be like traveling with this person as well. For those of you that want to travel, the Page of Wands always just makes me think of like going on a new adventure and doing something that's really just exciting, learning new things, seeing new places. But yeah, I think that this connection is going to really help you essentially just move forward in life and come out of a period of hibernation, but also help cleanse you of the things that maybe have been holding you back. The mindsets that you may have been holding on to, or beliefs that you may have been holding on to that just simply aren't true. And I love that this irreplaceable card came out. The way you love can never be matched, because I just feel this sense of like you and this person are kind of like a perfect match. And like that's how it's going to feel. It's going to feel like no one could ever replace this person, and they're going to feel that way about you. You're going to feel irreplaceable to one another, and I think that's such a beautiful energy. And I also just get the sense that you're going to really feel wanted by this person. And for some of you, maybe that has been lacking in past situations. Like maybe you never felt like you were truly wanted by people. And you're not going to feel that way at all in this connection. I think that you're going to definitely feel like you are wanted and that you are appreciated and that you are admired, because you are. And this person is going to show you that. And I think that's also part of the reason why we have this purification here, because you may have just felt like you're unwanted. And once again, that's simply not true. So you're kind of purifying yourself of thinking that way about yourself and realizing that, you know, you are wanted and that you are loved and that you are deserving of these things, you know? This is really, really beautiful, Pile 3. Because I definitely feel like for many of you here, you've probably been single for a little while. Or you just haven't had like a real, true, genuine connection or love, you know? And I think that's what you're kind of gearing up for in this connection that's coming in next, that you're aligning with at this time. So I want to get some more information for you. Pile number 3. So Spirit, what type of relationship is Pile 3 attracting into their life? What type of relationship is Pile 3 attracting into their life? So we have the Magician. So we have 2 messages of the Magician here. So you're definitely manifesting this, whether consciously or subconsciously. You are manifesting this, Pile 3, for sure. What type of relationship is Pile 3 attracting? But I also like that the Magician is coming out, because it's just making me think of like this person is really going to tick a lot of your boxes, okay? And like, obviously this person isn't going to be perfect, because no person is perfect. So like, just keep that in mind. This is not going to be like all sunshine and rainbows all the time, but like, I feel like this is someone that is going to tick a lot of your boxes, which is why we have the irreplaceable card here, because it kind of just feels like, you know, this is the type of person that you could have only hoped or dreamed for. And you are manifesting this. You're wishing for this to come in. Like I said, subconsciously or consciously. Some of you could be doing manifestation rituals. So we also have the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. What type of relationship is Pile 3 attracting? What type of relationship is Pile number 3 attracting, Spirit? Whoops. We have the Knight of Cups. And let's get one more. What type of relationship is Pile number 3 attracting, Spirit? What type of relationship? Wow, you're joking. The 10 of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And like, this is actually so insane, because you just saw me shuffle these cards. So like, you know, I'm not fabricating this. Wow. So Pile 3, this is your life partner. This is like your end all be all. And that makes sense why we have the irreplaceable card, and you're starting a new life. Page of Wands, you're getting ready to embark on a new adventure that's really exciting and really passionate. Wow, this is your life partner, Pile 3. If you want to get married, this is the person. If you want to have kids, this is the person you're going to have kids with. That is what you're attracting. This is something that you're manifesting. So that makes sense why we have the Magician here. Because if that's what you're wanting, if you're wanting your life partner, that is what you're aligning with at this time, which I think is really beautiful. And the Knight of Cups, I really like the message that came through with this card, because normally to me this represents like a love offer, but what I was getting was like, when the two of you are apart at any time, like if it's just like during the day when each of you are at your jobs or whatever, there's this message coming through of like, you're always on each other's minds, no matter like no matter what's going on. When the two of you are apart, you're always on each other's minds. That's a really beautiful energy. And like, I don't even have to say much more about this other than like, this is like your long-term partner. We also have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. You can't make it up, pile 3. So this is your person. And you choose each other. I always say this with the Lovers card because the Lovers represents a choice. This is a relationship where you choose each other and you choose to love each other every single day, day in, day out. You choose to love each other. And I feel like that is how this relationship is going to play out for the rest of your lives, really. To have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, like, this is the person that you are going to leave a legacy with. And that doesn't have to be like human kids, okay? That could be anything. But if you want kids, I definitely see that, you know, you and this person could raise a family together. So this makes perfect sense why we have this Destroyer card and this Purification card. Like, you are really gearing up for the next chapter of your life, pile 3. You really, really are. And you are manifesting this. This is what you're aligning with. And this is so beautiful. And there's not much else that I can really say about this, other than like the type of relationship you're attracting is your forever person. Yeah, this feels really, really beautiful. Really, like, just really pure. Just a really pure, genuine love that you and this person are going to have for one another. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you, pile 3, because I think it's pretty straightforward at this point. So once again, I do want to thank you so much for being here with me today, for clicking on this video and watching it to the end. If you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to drop a like on the video. It's the easiest way to support me and the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!